Hello, good afternoon, teacher. We are the group number 4 and we are going to talk about 3 topics. Getting the gist, predicting, and getting the meaning from the context.
Now we're gonna talk about getting the gist. Kevin, what is a gist?
Well, Ochoa, for me, the guess is an important technique that we can apply in whatever kind of text or even a paragraph, in a paragraph. Just we gotta get the most important and relevant words. What about you?
Well, I think that is for getting the sense of the text and to get more knowledge about what is the text about. Yeah, also getting the gist have three type of techniques. The first one is the keywords, the second one the WH question, and the third one is the instructional phrases. Okay, the text that we're gonna use is the torture in the heart. How can I get the gist with the instructional phrases? First, we need to read the first and the second sentence. Then we're going to retell the sentence in 10 or fewer words. Also, we're going to continue with the process in the rest of the paragraph. Okay, here I have the sentence. Then we're gonna summarize the entire paragraph. For example, okay, here I have a summary with 20 or 30 words.
How can you get the gist from the text using the WH word? First, you need to read all the text and then you gotta answer the WH words. For example, in the text, the turtle and the hare. Okay, then when you have finished the WH word, what you need to do is make a summary of about 20 or 30 words of what you have written. For example, okay, and this is the way of getting the gist using the WH word, and that's it.
To everyone, well, in this case, I'm gonna explain about another kind of strategy. Well, let's start with this. You know, guys, that when we want to apply whatever kind of rule or a strategy, we got to follow some steps, right? Well, the first steps will be that we have to make something like a square, as you can see, and we have to get the most important or relevant word from the text. Well, guys, the last step is real simple. Well, because you have to make a summary, something like this. Well, as well, you have to follow the correct order from those words or from the most relevant words, and then you're gonna do already the chess strategy.
Hello everyone, today we are going to develop the topic predicting, but let me tell you what is prediction. Prediction is a strategy in which readers use to express what they believe that will happen in the future. But on the other hand, it's another way to express or guess what they believe that will happen in the future. Before you read a book, or even in the same time when you are reading a book, you can guess what will happen in the future too. My classmate is continue to talk about more.
Hello teacher, and now I'm going to explain how we can make a prediction during reading. And the first one, we have to think about what we have read already, and the second one, identify the main ideas and that has and the event that has occurred, and the last one, decide what you think will happen based on what we have already occurred in the books. And my classmate is gonna continue with explain more about it.
Hello everyone, in this opportunity I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, how to predict throughout the text. In the first one, think about it. What have you read previously? In the second one,
is think about who has been the main character and what had been the key event. And the last one is think about what may happen in the next and based on already know.
Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. We are going to talk about the topic meaning from context. What is meaning from context? Meaning from context is ability to infer the meaning of an unknown word by using context clues. And what are context clues? Context clues are hints that the author gives to define a difficult word, and they are synonyms, antonyms, and example or explanation. Now my classmate is going to continue explaining more about it.
My classmate Anthony mentioned some context clues, and they are synonyms, antonyms, examples, or explanation. So, synonyms are words that has the same meaning of another word in the same language, and antonyms are words that have the opposite meaning of another word. And let's talk about explanations or examples. They are words that the author gives us to try to explain very carefully what the word means. For example, we have celestial bodies, such as the sun, moon, and stars. So as we can see, the author gives us another words to try to explanation what the meaning of explanation body is. So what we can infer what is the meaning of celestial bodies. And now we are gonna practice getting the meaning from the context. Here we have this sentence. While pugnacious behavior in the boxing ring makes his opponent back down. So, our known word right here is pugnacious. So, let's think about some synonyms or antonyms of this word, pugnacious. A synonym of this word is aggressive or combative. And let's think about antonyms. An antonym can be non-aggressive or peaceful or even pacific. So we can infer by the context that that pugnacious means ready to fight or even aggressive. So congratulations, you have learned a new word today because you learned the meaning of pugnacious. Thank you.